We are back at Manchester United with a sale. On deadline day, our right back second choice has been shown the door here, as Nusayr Mazraoui has been sold to Valencia for 50 million, good money. As backup to Achraf Hakimi, we are going in for another Englishman. So this transfer window, we've actually only brought in English players. I'm gonna, in a short while, show you what we've done elsewhere, but 90k should be enough to bring in Tino Livramento, former Newcastle player, back to the Premier League on a rotational 5-year deal. And this has gone very, very smoothly. He's only 24 years old, 85 rated. He comes in from Wolfsburg in Germany for 66 million. After selling the likes of Grimaldo, Go, Bruno Fernandes, the club captain, to West Ham, and also Radek Vitek, and now Nusayr Mazraoui, we've of course brought in replacements, and good ones at that. For 370 million, we broke the world record in bringing in Jude Bellingham, the Englishman, along with another English player, Jamie Bino-Gittens from PSG, for that left midfield spot, backup to Garnacho, as Grimaldo has left us. He comes in for 80 million. And now, of course, as the backup for Mazraoui, we've brought in Livramento, coming back to the Premier League. He's been a little bit more expensive, but look at Mazraoui. He's 83 rated. Livramento 85, also 5 years younger. So that was 16 million well spent, I'd say. As now we are going to skip deadline day, we have done all of our business, and the first part of the season at least is coming very fast, thick and fast. We are approaching it with the squad, with this squad. We have Højlund, Bellingham, Garnacho and Kubo, absolutely world-class players in actually every position in this starting 11. The back four are all very, very close to 90 overall. Neves is 91 rated, he's the oldest one in the starting 11. All the others are not lower rated, but less than 30 years old, also lower rated. Martinez, the captain, of course, we designed him last episode. We've also been assigned our Champions League opponents in the league phase, the most important competition, I'd say, this season. Real Madrid is the first team coming to Old Trafford. That is, of course, a brilliant start. The biggest game of the season, maybe in the first game itself. Away to Leverkusen, a difficult trip. Next up, we have a home game with Club Brugge. That should be a little bit easier. Home to Inter is very difficult. Away at Villarreal isn't easy at all. Young Boys away should be manageable, absolutely. And the two final games are Red Bull Salzburg at home and AC Milan away from home, another classic. For the first game of the episode, I'm going to give a run out to Seaman in goal. Inacio Yoro, Kerkez and Hakimi are the back four. We have Mainu and Neves in midfield, Bellingham at cam, and Xerxes up top with Ahmad and Gittens on the wings against Brighton, against the Seagulls. Brighton with too much space here through Tell. Hakimi cannot follow him. Tell up against Seaman. He chips him, and it is 1-0 to Brighton in the 6th minute. Here's Bellingham now, looking to unleash Xerxes maybe. This is Joshua Xerxes. Goes past the defender and scores! An absolute screamer! 11th minute in, what an angle to score from. Now he might get another shot. Xerxes! This is Joshua Xerxes! Great save! Hakimi might be a good set-piece taker. Let's see here. Not a bad set-piece in, a bad corner. And Neves! We've already gotten so many set pieces here. I'm gonna try something out of the ordinary with Achraf Hakimi here. You might guess it. I'm gonna go for the outside the boot shot, and it hits the post. A lot of space, too much space for Tell, and now Bayer gives Brighton the lead again. Seaman couldn't keep it out. That's the game done and dusted. 2-1 loss at home, our first loss of the season. I think, Brighton were a good side, and we might have just flopped it by putting out a lot of the reserve players because we have Real Madrid in 3 days' time. Livramento replaces a suspended Hakimi on the right-back spot for his first game at Manchester United. Of course, first game against Real Madrid right away. He will be tested, that is for sure. Probably up against Vinicius Junior. We'll see that. Here we are then, Manchester United with Jude Bellingham, of course, against his former club, the club he played for until the end of last season. This is Garnacho already going for it. Bellingham, oh my God, already scoring against his former club. He will probably, yeah, he does celebrate actually. Oh wow, we are already 1-0 up. What a start that was, as now Vinicius tries to respond. Good header at the back post here. And now here goes Garnacho. Garnacho looking for Livramento. He's already storming down that side. Plays in a brilliant ball into the feet of Højlund, who makes it 11 minutes in. Real Madrid are getting torn to shreds in the first 11 minutes here. Here come Real Madrid though, trying to respond. A bit of a heavy touch by Vinicius. And here we go again through Kubo. Real Madrid just can't cope with us. Højlund again, up and away to make it 3. Great save this time by Courtois, still not over. Højlund 3-0 on the rebound, 19 minutes in. This is a crazy start. Real Madrid at least trying to save some of their run. Livramento with a bad pass out the back. And here is Vinicius Junior. This is Ceballos into Onana. I think that is Andre Onana. Now Mbappe, of course, also playing. Great block though. And a free kick, that is. A free kick to Mbappe and Manchester and Real Madrid. But Vinicius Junior into the one-man wall there. Still Real Madrid won the ball. This is Brahim Diaz who gets one back. 29 minutes in, we do concede. We are so far completely controlling that midfield, completely controlling everything, as once again we are through. Garnacho, good save by Courtois. Kubo turning. This is Livramento, Bellingham, great pass into Højlund, still Bellingham, Højlund, 4-1. 39 minutes in, we run riot with Madrid. The third goal, I think, already for Rasmus Højlund this evening, and it's only 39 minutes old, this game. Great ball by Ibrahim into Couto, who is not offside. This is Mbappe, who gets a second for Madrid. 60 minutes in, a great play, great counter-attack. We have to defend, we have to be very concentrated though. I don't want to concede another one. That would be a bit harsh, considering our first half performance. Here is Garnacho. Wouldn't mind scoring one though. Garnacho sending away Højlund. Here could be his 4th goal, and it is 5-2 on the night. 74 minutes in. That must be the game wrapped up. For the last 15 minutes, I decide to bring on the likes of Fati, Xerxes, Ahmad, and I can't bring on a new right back, even though Livramento is tired, but Mainu can come on. Vini Junior on the corner. Big deflection, but Kerkez can run away with it. And here is Kerkez. Can he send away Fati? This is Ansu Fati, the former Barcelona player, to make it 6-1 against Real Madrid, and he does. With a chip, an audacious chip over Courtois. We've absolutely destroyed Real Madrid. The kings of Europe are on their knees as Manchester United walk, run, jog past them at Old Trafford. Here is Jan Couto looking inside, the cross, but a poor one, and that should be it. Real Madrid somehow get it back. Costa needs to make another save. Kerkez clears it, and that is it. One of the worst nights in Real Madrid's history, for sure, in Europe. And one of the best in Manchester United's, at least recent history, which is not that difficult. 6-2, we trash Carlo Ancelotti's Real Madrid. Next up, we are facing Newcastle United at St. James's Park with our strongest starting 11. Not an easy game at all. Here's Ruben Neves into Højlund. This is Rasmus Højlund trying to get past Cher. He's of course faster than Fabian Schär. Højlund scores. First chance of the game, 9 minutes in. 1-0 Man United. Here is Takefusa Kubo going inside with his neat, tiny little dribbling. This is Take Kubo, 2-0. The Japanese Messi has struck gold again. Careful Newcastle on the attack, but the Ligt is there. Still Newcastle though. Garnacho. Looking for Højlund, sending him in behind with a peach of a pass. And he makes it 3-0 before the break even. Neves looking for Højlund, who is not offside somehow. Højlund for the hat-trick, and he scores! 4-0 before the break, 44 minutes in. We are tearing Newcastle to shreds. Here come Newcastle one more time. Ivan Nielsen, good save Costa. And that's the game done and dusted. A 4-0 away win at St. James's Park is very, very good. Next up, with a very rotational side, we are facing Leyton Orient in the Cup. We are not playing this game. Of course, the Carabao Cup is not the most important trophy, but we still, nonetheless, win 1-0 through a Xerxes goal, of course. We are the stronger team, even with our second team. With a bit of a rotational side, a few rotational players at least. Kerkez, Binoy Gittens, Ahmad, Xerxes, you can't really call a rotational player, but with these guys against Burnley at home, we should dispatch Burnley. Still. Here's Ahmad looking for Xerxes. Joshua Xerxes makes it 1-0. 7 minutes in, we're already ahead. Burnley with a free kick opportunity in the 11th minute. Fritz takes it short, however Hakimi is there. Now this is Joshua Xerxes' moment to make it a brace and bring us to the goods, and he does. 2-0 up. Joshua Xerxes doubles his own tally and our lead. Xerxes could be in again here. Joshua Xerxes hits the post. Still collects the rebound on the side. This is Neves. Now Bellingham. Jude Bellingham. 3-0. His second goal, if I'm not mistaken, for the club. Hakimi with the in-swinger corner. The licht for Bellingham again. Here is Jude Bellingham. He's conducting the midfield like a true maestro. Now chips in Xerxes, who could go and score his third goal. 4-0, 3 goals by Xerxes himself. And this time he's been magically assisted by Bellingham. Here come Burnley now, trying to get one back. This is Foster. Man on the side, Dennis Mann, the Romanian, back into Foster, who scores a conciliation goal for Burnley. That's the game done. 4-1 home win, very comfortable. Next up, we are playing Bayer Leverkusen. Final game of the episode, it's a very big one. Second Champions League game. Alejandro Garnacho going forward, looking for Mendes. He has got options in the middle, I can see. Hakimi at the back post, who doesn't flick it in. I think this is Williams, is Iñaki or Nico. I think it's Nico, but it's 1-0 to Bayer Leverkusen. We've been asking ourselves who that Williams guy was. It is Nico in all effect. But they are 1-0 up. I don't even know who scored the goal. Let's have a look at their team. Koren up top must be the Lewandowski region. Dybala, Wirtz as cams. Nico Williams 89 rated. Granit Xhaka and Garcia still. Tella at right midfield. They've got Camavinga at centre back. Bastoni and Marquinhos. A phenomenal 3 at the back. Even though Camavinga is more of a midfielder. And Onana, who is 90 rated in goal. We aren't making ourselves life easy. It's a big fight against Bayer Leverkusen. I wouldn't have thought that, but now Bellingham finds Højlund, who makes it 1-1. No chance for Onana in net. 1-1, Rasmus Højlund scores. Here's Tella. Tella looking to go inside. Looking maybe for a cross. An out ball to Dybala. Dybala scores a screamer. Just before the break, Dybala brings Leverkusen back ahead. Makes his traditional celebration. Bellingham looking for Kubo on the throw-in. They were sleeping this time. This is Takefusa Kubo making it 2-all. No one went with Kubo at the throw-in, and he goes all the way. Look at this. He was in so much freedom. He had the freedom of Leverkusen here. A wide ball out, long ball out to Wirtz. Leverkusen trying to respond right away again, and they do. 3-2 Leverkusen. What a game this is. Dybala again. Neves, great out ball to Garnacho. Now Mendes. This is Nuno Mendes with all his speed. Looking inside, but he can't find Hoyland. We are going all in now, bringing on the likes of Xerxes, who plays along with Hoyland in a 4-2-4. Bino Gittens and Ahmad the wingers. Bellingham and Neves the midfielders, and I even bring on Kerkez for the left back spot. Neves, clunky back pass there. This is Caicedo even playing for Bayer Leverkusen. Now looking for Dybala, who goes again inside, and he make it 4-2. This time we are getting spanked by Nico Williams. 4-2 to Leverkusen. Great recovery pass. This is Ahmad now. Looking for Hoyland, who is not offside. This is Rasmus Højlund scoring 4-3. We have got a little bit of time left still. Bellingham looking for Xerxes. The out ball to Ahmad. Can we get something here in the final minutes? This is Ahmad into Rasmus Højlund for all. This is it. We rescue a point at the death in Leverkusen after being 4-2 down. Everything was already done, but in the end we react and score a couple of goals. I don't know why some Leverkusen fans are celebrating though. Now Leverkusen still trying to get a late goal. That'd be absolutely crazy and heartbreaking for us to take, but Martinez defends well as Leverkusen still trying to get a shot from distance, but that's going wide. 4-all, a crazy game in the Champions League. Now in the league we are sitting in third place. Arsenal this season are the ones to compete with. They are on 18 points, but we know that anyways they are going to lose the league at some point. We are ahead of the likes of Chelsea and Man City, even Liverpool down in 7th. Still a long way to go though, only 6 games played. By the way, in the next round of the Carabao Cup we'll have to face Chelsea away from home. That's going to be very tough. And at one point rescued us something in the league table. Already 10 goals scored after 2 games is crazy. We are the top scorers, but also those who have conceded one of the most amount of goals. At least, yeah, until very far down, only a few teams have conceded more than us after 2 games. But none of them have scored 10 goals. We are there after 2 games played on 4 points. That is it for this episode. Next episode we'll face Club Brugge in the Champions League, Coventry City, and then Spurs, Arsenal and Chelsea, twice actually in a row. So that's for then. Until then, I say goodbye.